It's interesting as you talk about the C-suite or trained at the C-suite level, right? Like, never have I been involved in a board meeting where a board member said, "Hey, talk to me about those internal alignment plans," right? Talk to me about the internal challenges that you have and how you're solving them. It's always focused externally. It's focused short term. How are we doing on this quarter's quota? How does next quarter's quota look like? Right. But then it's about sales targets and it's about conversion rates and strategies. And it's about the sales team and the makeup and how we're changing our outward marketing campaigns and messaging. And so, but these are the kinds of things that we should be asking. But if the C suite isn't being asked that, the C suite isn't being held accountable to that, then it's probably no wonder that it doesn't have the attention that it should. Right.
Absolutely.
So here's the next question is, as support customer experience, how do we influence this? How do we play that very important role?
Yeah. So there are two aspects to it. Just like, I talk about different functions when they're not optimized and they're not running optimally, and then they are constantly caught up in, like I say, reactivity to solve a problem that shouldn't have been in the first place, of keeping those standards, defying the standard that they've kept for those functions, right? Same holds for support. Support organization, there's an implicit assumption that this is a mature function, right? They've got it. Or you'll always be stating that, hey, the volume of tickets, the complexity of our context, all of this is drowning support. And support is in its own reactive motions. And most of the support organizations that I know have been rendered as break fix organizations, and they're not building on the capabilities that they need to do, and pause and reflect and look at their operating model again to say, what's not there? What are the capabilities that we need to build? What is not working for us? So that's one part of it. The other part of it is the part that you touched before, support being seen as this operational necessity, this support function, right?
Right.
So strategic integration of support in the C-suite is absolutely the necessary thing. And the leadership who understands the role of support makes sure that support is this robust function in the organization. And I can't emphasize enough the need for support to be transformed to not just be this firefighting, tactical, transactional entity, but an entity that's focused on adoption, customer experience, effective and efficient resolution, the right escalation. So there are so many capabilities around support that we haven't leveraged. But think about which organization is better placed to drive retention and expansion today. Because at the end of it, we can go and talk all the good stuff, but customers want their problems resolved first. And if you are suffering at that, if you're not giving them the right experience, if you're not solving their problems effectively and efficiently, if they constantly have to log tickets with you versus just be served well, or being able to manage with a great product or a great solution working for them, then you can do all the customer success motions and it won't work because you haven't even created the basic stability and resiliency in regular support framework for them. So I believe support has to focus on where are the friction points, where is the effort, where is the gap in functionality and features, what are the bottlenecks, what is coming in the way of customer successful adoption, and how do I retain this customer? Is there a risk involved? Is there something that is a need? Oh, there are expansion opportunities. So support can play that role, but for that, first support has to transform itself. And for that, you cannot do with traditional leadership anymore. You need transformational leaders in support because the impact of support in an organization is way, way, way bigger than any other organization in the company. And I believe that, having led professional services, support, success, and all other teams myself, this is a very important role.